Right, hello, good morning. My name is Cliff from the Christian Tuckways Show in association with iicrew.com. Now, some of you that may already know me will know that I have embarked on a video diary, which you can view over at www.iicrew.com. Okay, and it's a video diary of me attempting to break a world record press up. Now, what this is, that it's doing press ups, as many press ups within 60 seconds. The current record can be viewed if you go onto Guinness World Records and put into the search bar engine. Most press ups performed in 60 seconds carrying a backpack. And you'll come up with the current title holder. Here at iicrew, however, we do things slightly differently. I have said in previous broadcasts, and I'm not going to go back over that in my humble opinion, either or a backpack, loading up a backpack with weight plates, and or carrying weight plates is not the most safest of options. I do actually explain that a little bit more elsewhere, but I'm not going to go back over that. All right, we're doing it differently. We're using it with our bit of kit that we've invented, which I do believe to be the safest and best home multi-gym on the market, currently on the market. We would demonstrate to you, if you care to follow our video diaries, just how safe it is. Last night, which was Friday, 6th of June, between the hours of 2000 hours and 2100 hours, I performed my workout. Video diary is just showing you a flash, a glimpse of what we do. We do other exercises, but we, obviously, I think we wouldn't have the bandwidth to show you the whole 60-minute workout we do, and I think that would become incredibly boring. It would bore me if I was watching every single night of the week for an hour somebody working out. So we give you flash shots of what we're doing, but when we do it, it's for real. There's no gimmicks there. It's all, like I say, even with these broadcasts that we do, they're very, very unrehearsed, ad hoc, off the fly. We don't edit them or anything like that. So, what you see is what you get. If a juggernaut came, God forbid, if a juggernaut came flying through my roof, you'd see that, and then suddenly the screen would go all fuzzy. But anything can happen. I noticed over in the right-hand corner it's saying live. I don't know if there are people watching live. It is via Google Hangouts. It'd be fantastic for people to join. It adds to the excitement of the whole thing. If I knew that I was speaking to 100 people live, it puts a pressure on me a little bit, and thus makes me a little bit more vulnerable, I guess. to make sure that I don't make a complete and utter ass of myself. But going back to last night's workout, I felt strong. I do think that the later workouts, after I've eaten my evening meal and let my meal digest, are better. As I say, I felt very strong, you know, when comparing it to the starting point. You know, I'm almost doing 10 reps with the current weight resistance that I've got on, which is 30 kilograms, with the weight of the shell, the ALEC shell, which is 11.6 kilograms, so it's about 40 kilograms. I'm well on my way to smoking this current world record title, which we will broadcast. And if we have to authenticate it in some way, we will. But we will know that that current record will be smashed into oblivion. But you know, people like to live in their bubbles, don't they? And think that they're still a champ in reality or not. But that's not the essence of what we want to do. We want to show you, yours truly, you can probably see I'm nothing special. I'll be 50 in July next month. You know, I'm 6'1", just under 90 kilograms, just under 14 and a bit stone. I'm nothing special. I'm absolutely nothing special. And pictures speak 1,000 words, don't they? You can look at your glossy brochures, can't you, and think, oh yeah, you know, I mean, that looks quite nice. But what does it really do? Well, we're showing. I just can also tell you about that I've had many injuries. I've recently broke my shoulder, smashed up my lesser tuberosity on my left shoulder, and I was out for 12 months. I couldn't even move my left shoulder an inch. And bearing in mind that the shoulder is a relatively mobile joint, that it can I'll only stutter. It can move around all different angles very, very rapidly, and when you can't even move an inch, you can probably understand just how severe my injury was. I couldn't even get a bag of sugar down from the cupboard, kitchen cupboard. So that just goes to show you just how weak I was at that point. My ALEC sacroiliac, again on the left side. I'm right-handed. I still got a lot of boxing. A pretty big right-hand punch. Maybe that's my my body has always been out of a little bit of kilter. But on the left side of my ALEC sacroiliac joint, I injured it. I actually injured it whilst on the drays. And the drays is people that go around and deliver all the beer. Back in the early 90s, it was mainly kegs. Nowadays, it's mainly bottles. But in them days, it was kegs, lugging around big heavy kegs into very low London pubs, cellar pubs. You can imagine the Victorian type pubs in London. You know, very, very low ceilings. You would crouch over, and just my back went. And I never got over it. My back has been weak since then. I won't say weak, but you know, I mean, my iliac sacral joint will flare up. So there you have it. You know, you've got a guy in his 50th year that's had some pretty relatively annoying injuries that have put him out, having a go and doing it and showing you that we walk the walk, we don't gob off and talk the talk, we walk the walk. And we want to show you that using our ALEC, just how safe it is. Train at home, on my own. My wife is a mere 5'2", and so, you know, she wouldn't be able to help me out with getting trapped underneath a barbell doing a bench press. There are alternative dumbbells, but have a look at on Google it, dumbbell accidents, and you will see that it's still a weight that you're holding, suspending above your head. You know, at best, if you're training at home, it will just smash onto the floor, and you won't be flavour of the month. You know, might smash a couple of floorboards or something, but that weight can still, your arms can still give way, and that dumbbell can still come flying down at you. So don't be disillusioned. What's an old, you know, dumbbells is all you need, you know, keep you safe, because you can still have an accident. Power racks are very good. We actually do our own power rack that we will be releasing, probably in the autumn of 2015. But I've done a lot of research into power racks. You can pick a power rack up from your local branch that comes in flat pack style. You can bolt it all together. But boy, believe you me, if you're using heavy weights over 100 kilograms, boy, you just better just take a tip from an old fool. You just better had be checking regularly the bolts. Okay, because if you don't, and that thing collapses on you, you are in even more trouble than you would be if you just had a barbell coming down at you. I personally don't relish the idea, living in the UK, of going out on a cold winter's evening to my garage or my workshop place or wherever. You need quite a sizable area to rig up one of these bits of kit. And before I'm even contemplating a workout, it's cold and wet and horrible outside, even spanner going around tightening stuff up. You're far better getting the ones that are part welded. Now, you know, you're going to be talking spondoolies, right? You're not going to be getting one that is going to be under £2.5K. A really good one. Part welded, that's what you want to get. You'll have to have the room for it. So we were looking at the most safest alternatives to keep you safe, whereby you can also train very intensively. And I don't really want to go over it, it becomes so boring. Just watch the videos and see, okay, how when I reach muscle fatigue and failure, how easy I am able to get out of the exercise. Now that has got to be intelligent. Are we training, let me ask you a question, are we training muscles or movements? It's no good trying to say, well, we're training movements, because that is just a load of rubbish. A boxer, which I know a lot about, boxing, sport boxing, will a lot of the time, especially in the pro and heavier divisions, will use weights to enhance their strength. Way that they are using those weights would not be the way that they would punch, because they'd get knocked out in under 10 seconds. So you cannot tell me that you're training with weights to train movements, because to take the analogy of a left hook, if you're trying to do all these fancy moves and things like that, emulating that movement of that hook, with a couple of dumbbells, for instance, in your hands, you're going to get knocked spark out, I can tell you that. But if you're using the weights, right, to strengthen up your pectorals, strengthen up your core, strengthen up your shoulders, your triceps, then fine. If you're training movement, use the sport, specific sport, to what you are doing. A golfer. Have you seen how fast a golfer, when he drives the ball? Get down to the driving range, do your weights in the gym, right? For strength, and get onto the driving range and have a good crack on the driving range to train the movement. Okay? So we're looking at ways in which we can train the muscles much more safely. That is the priority of what we do. In essence of doing that, the trainee that trains on their own will work out harder, because they have complete peace of mind that their safety is guaranteed. And that's what it's all about. It's training intelligently. And sometimes something comes along which you've got to stop and think, yeah, this is a better way. And the ALEC home multitude is a better way. I'm not trying to talk to you cockily or big-headedly or brashly. You know, I'm just a general guy that has a very, very, very good product to sell. And when you buy an ALEC, you will understand exactly how passionate we are about our product and what we do. So tonight I move on. It's day 6. I will train Saturday night. Yeah, it doesn't bother me. I'll train. I'll have a couple of beers afterwards, and that'll do me. And then we will keep moving on. Follow the video diary. It's over at iicrew.com. Okay, follow the video diary and just see just how I am improving in my efforts and endeavours. And if an old duffer like me can do it, then you know, I'm certain that you people listening to this will get absolutely phenomenal results using the ALEC home multitude. Okay, and it will keep you safe and, pray God, injury free and be sensible and intelligent using it. Alright, so I'll speak to you again soon. Have a lovely weekend. It's raining here in the UK, but here we are. Alright, and ciao for now. Take care.